For weeks now, sentries patrolling the Buffalo River watched across the border with mounting tension. They anticipated seeing a horde of Zulus any moment, yet it never came. The rolling hills beyond the Zulu border stayed empty, their lush greenery accentuated by recent rainfall. Some climbed hills tall enough to glimpse the Zulu kraals hidden beyond, noting their eerie stillness and emptiness. What the British didn't know was that they'd been abandoned many days ago, at the turn of the new year. Behind the sentries, endless rows of red-coated soldiers marched in column through deep mud, followed by wagon supplies stretching for miles. One regiment, the 24th, discovered itself by Rorke's Drift, a 12-mile journey from where Lord Chelmsford had established his headquarters in Helpmaker. Upon arriving, most of the soldiers began writing to their wives and families. Some were goodbyes, means to ends should they die. But most wrote of the grand adventure awaiting them in Zululand. In the days prior to January 11th, 1879, Royal Engineers got to work building bridges across the Buffalo River, one of these men being John Rouse Marriott Chard. Their task at Rorke's Drift was to build these bridges, and to make ferrying across the soldiers into Zululand an easy affair. Surgeon General James Henry Reynolds was also tasked in erecting a hospital here, the march to the Buffalo River leaving many sick with tropical diseases. This site would serve as a launching point for the main invasion force. Among the riders was the newly promoted Brevet Colonel Durnford. He galloped along the Buffalo River with his native horsemen, his left arm still immobilized and held within his uniform, useless. But he'd long grown accustomed to this limitation. A lot had happened since 1873, and he'd been finally given another proper command. This time, it wouldn't just be for a small rebellion, but a full-scale war. Like the centuries before him, Durnford and his cavalry found no opposing Zulu whatsoever, so he reported to Lord Chelmsford just that. One would think this would have a calming effect over the officer corps. Instead, the lack of Zulu presence only made tensions higher, and especially the civilians of Natal. Where could the Zulu army be hiding?